Well, I've just returned from Thailand and India, and I'm sitting in my office today editing footage. Now, what does that mean when I say I'm editing footage? When I travel and go see all the exotic places, there is so much going on in my daily experiences that I record hours, and I mean hours of footage in 10, 15, 20-second increments. And I come home with it, and then I have to cull through it because I want to make sure what I show you is really precise so that you actually get the full experience without being completely overwhelmed. Now, why do I visit all these places? First off is I love travel. So therefore, they're all places that I want to go. The other reason I want to do it is because I want to be able to offer these trips to you, my clients, my followers. And I don't ever want to be one of those travel agents that just goes click, click, click on the computer and goes, oh, look, there's a good hotel in Japan. And oh, this is a good hotel there. I do not want to ever book you with a driver, a hotel, a restaurant if I have not actually stepped foot in it and can tell you, yes, this is the quality of place that I want you to be. This is the experience I want you to have. So therefore, I do every trip before I ever even offer it to a client because I want to make sure that I can give you the quality experience that I want you to have. Now, what type of trips do I book? I book everything, whether it's a hotel, whether it's a cruise, whether it's a driver, a guide, a train, anything. I can book it all. A lot of my clients want me to book exotic trips. So like India, I can literally book everything from your front door where the driver picks you up here in the US, all your plane flights, your drivers in India, all your restaurants, your guides, your hotels, your experiences that get you back to the airport, that get you back on airplane and back to your home. I can book all that for you. At the same time, I don't always book that much of an extensive trip for clients. I have other clients who have been booking their own cruises for years. Like I literally just did one for a client who booked a 13-day cruise in Japan. Well, I helped her by booking her airplane tickets before, her 2 days before in Tokyo. She didn't want to use all the cruise excursions on those big old nasty buses, so I booked private excursions for her in every one of the ports. I booked 3 days extra in Kyoto for them and then booked their plane tickets home. I don't mind doing that. So I can book whatever amount of travel you want added to whatever you already booked if you have another system that you liked for booking your cruises, your tours, your things like that. Do I only book trips internationally? No. I book trips in the US, I book and in internationally because my goal is always to get you traveling. Whether you want to go see Washington, D.C., whether you want to go see Tokyo, Japan, wherever you want to go, I don't mind booking it. I love booking it actually because that shows that you were traveling and experiencing things. You hear me say all the time that I remove the stress from your travel. And the way I do that is that I'm an over planner on your trips, just as like I'm an over planner on my trips. I literally am rather old school. I break a trip down into however many days, 7 days, 14 days, 21 days. I actually write on a piece of paper and I think through every step of that day. I start with where your head was that night, where you're going to have breakfast, how you're going to get from breakfast to your first activity, what your guide's going to be doing for you, and where your guide is going to meet you at your first activity, where you're going to have lunch, whether you're coming back to the hotel to hang out in the pool or going on to another activity, when you need to be at the airport, how you need to be at the airport to fly to the next city. All of those details, I literally plan out for you. So when you get my itinerary, you know that there is not a detail that has been missed in your trip. And you literally just follow the piece of paper. And you know when I tell you a guide's going to be there at 7 o'clock on Tuesday morning to pick you up to go take you to the temple, he's going to be there. Because not only have I booked it, I've confirmed it, and I've reconfirmed it. So that's how I remove the stress from your travel. Now, why do I do this? I mean, this is a labor of love, and that's what it is, truly a labor of love to me. I've been traveling for over 27 years, and I've been to, I think I'm now up to 70 countries. And the fact of the matter is every time I step out of my hometown and go experience someplace new, I learn about the world, I learn new experiences, and I learn so much more about myself. So that is why I do this, is because I want you, my clients, to experience different things, the world, the beauty that's out there. And I want you to make amazing memories. And I love for you to come back and say, guess what I learned? I love this. That's why I travel, and that's why I'm a travel agent, and that's why I want to help you.